magical AI prompts that are going to make you rich? Well, yeah. Let's talk about that. Alina, what are your thoughts on these magical prompts that people are saying unlock secret modes of AI?
It honestly looks like a big waste of time and a way to attract views on something completely useless.
Okay, and is there any validity? Like, I know there's some going around, like the magic admin panel, where you're unlocking some secret version of ChatGPT or something like that.
Nothing that you can reach with regular word commands, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, there is a combination that breaks it, but it updates regularly and the new combination appears regularly. And why would you hunt for this? It doesn't give you much, it just breaks it.
Exactly. And then, I mean, there are prompts that we use on a day-to-day basis that can help us make money. We'll get to those in a minute. But first, let's talk about some of these, because I think worse than wasting your money, they're like wasting your time. Because there are people with courses about these prompts.
Yeah, and you like study this for a couple hours or pay for these courses for nothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Like
And
some of the advices are good, some are not, so.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's like, okay, is this actually going to help me? And I think in the age of AI, misinformation has skyrocketed. I mean, it's insane. And the amount of make money gurus that have come on the scene, there's like, I mean, even since you started here, there's probably like 10 times as many as back then.
Yes, totally.
And they're all coming out with stuff like this, which is just like, okay, what do we got here? So today we are looking at prompt engineering, myths versus reality. So the first one we have here, tell us about this admin panel prompt.
That's something that goes viral really easily, but even from a look of it, do you really believe, like, if you say admin panel, it will open admin panel for you?
I would probably watch the video and try it. The curiosity would get me. I'd be like, okay.
If people forget that LMMs is just word generating machines with a lot of transformators, pretty much. So what they do, they just play along.
So if we do this, let's say we type in this magic unlock mode prompt.
With some interesting
say,
password.
Yeah, let's say like, make me a script for WordPress or something like that. Let's see if it does anything. It's stuck. It's thinking.
It's thinking like,
maybe it's going and finding the money. Just like, give me magic money. Thinking longer for a better answer. It's like your question.
It's like, what does this mean?
Yeah. And I think that's what happens, like admin code name override. What it's probably going to do is make a script that takes those logins.
Yes.
And it'll be like, okay, let's just do this. Does this unlock anything in ChatGPT? And we got to be careful. Actually, you know, there was someone who was arrested for a ChatGPT search.
Oh.
Yeah, more about that in a bit. We'll have a video on that. That was an interesting one because they do report your chats to the authorities. So yes, if you're asking weird stuff, you might, yeah, so it even says like, no, this doesn't do anything. And it's giving us a list, doesn't trigger hidden modes, admin access, if you were trying to create a fictional whatever. So see, it's literally nothing.
Yeah.
So that would be wasting your time. Now, I wonder if it would actually write an article about making money online, and then let's put that and see if it just ignores it. Yep, it completely ignored it. So you would be thinking, as per the guru, that this was like some secret unlocked article, but it's
or at least
not.
It's like avoiding filters or doing something like a special information access, which it doesn't have.
Yeah, exactly. And when we look at ChatGPT, if you said just write an article about making money, it's probably going to be pretty similar.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the same.
Yeah, actually, I think this one's better.
Yeah.
Or no, it's almost exact.
Yeah.
ClickBank, Amazon share sale. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that doesn't do anything. Next one, the developer mode.
Developer mode.
What does this do?
So I guess they suggest that you can enter developer mode and kind of set it up
Like an
somehow in a
unlock.
special way. Yeah.
Okay.
Which, again, do you really believe it can be accessed by the simple word command?
Probably not. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was, it would be fixed like in 0.1 second.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that would just instantly fix itself.
Yeah.
So this one with developer mode, again, going to completely waste your time. Now, I find one of the best things to do is JSON prompting. If you're looking for a way to get good prompts, JSON prompting will have a flow.
Yeah, because it has a structure.
Yeah, and if we look at like, okay, let's do make a prompt for the perfect article for SEO. And this will actually go through and make a prompt, and then we could say, now make this a fill in the blanks JSON prompt. And what you're gonna find is that AI responds very well to computer language, because I think it's like, I remember something you told me a long time ago. We were talking about languages and Russian and stuff like that, and you were like, in Russian it's very, very difficult, if not impossible, to misunderstand someone.
Yes.
I think that's how computer code works too.
Yes.
Where like English, it's like, okay, we got 15 words for everything. Everything's a misunderstanding, right?
Yeah, anything with a better structure will give you a better result, and the tech language has it.
Yeah.
It's like a main point. It has a good structure.
Exactly. And so like if we had this as a JSON prompt, this will actually go through and make a better prompt. And I think the biggest takeaway from this video is going to be use AI to make and better your prompts. Like if you could do that, it's going to help you think in a different way. Like we just have a 100-page guide here on prompting, which is super specific.
Yes.
And it's to get that specific output. It'd be like if I said, Alina, okay, I'm going to hire someone and they're your employee. Just tell them to go make you money. I mean, if it's not going to happen. The guy's going to quit tomorrow because he's like, I really have no job. There's nothing to do. How am I going to make you money? Now, if you went through and you said, Marcus, that's fine and good, but how do you want them to make you money? Oh, well, make this content and post it on Facebook. Okay, that's a prompt versus just make me money or unlock this code or something.
We can go further to see the myth and realities listing.
Okay, and I see here the JSON one came out really good. So next up we have what actually works. You wanted to go to...
Yeah, the next one.
Okay, so the real one would be specifically test.
Yeah, that's what you exactly said.
Okay, perfect. Education block. Okay, myth busting rapid fire. Are we doing this one?
Probably not.
Probably
Just see reading what doesn't work versus what will.
Okay, I think this will be helpful. And we'll put it in the notes over at aiprofitscoop.com. So myth, role-playing versus superpowers. Role-playing is where it's like, think like Elon Musk and fix my business plan.
Yeah, you are now this. It mostly, so what people misunderstand this part, it does work, but it does work for like the tone and the style of what comes out. It doesn't much change the knowledge itself. Like if you go in for the factual knowledge and saying like you are now a scientist,
it's not
it will not change what it knows.
Got it, okay. But it could change the way it thinks about it.
Yes, that's what you told me today.
Got it. Yeah, I like that because it could change how it thinks, where think like a franchise owner versus think like a real estate agent.
Yeah, it also will be influencing how the sentence and the thought is formed and presented. Yeah, but not the knowledge. Like if you're going after factual knowledge, telling it that it's a professional doesn't bring in new knowledge.
Well, and I like that too because let's face it, it's pretty much a professional on anything.
Yeah.
And like there's things that you and I know the same thing, but we view it different. And that's kind of where that's at. So instead
it's very good for research. Just remember that if you build something where you need like a very specific information, it's always better to double check that.
Absolutely. So there's no magical folder labeled now you're a pro developer, but it can pretend to be one and write from that perspective. And I would add also think from that perspective. Myth number 2 is longer is better. People think 500 word prompts are always better. Not necessarily.
Depending on what kind of, right?
Yeah, I would think that like if you're doing a 500 word prompt for a 500 word article, I think you might as well just write the article yourself.
Yes, pretty much.
Structure beats length. This is where JSON prompting comes in. Super important. Visual would be show 50 word structured prompt versus rambling mess. So if we had this, okay, this is structured.
Yes.
And it's detailed. But if we said now make a short version, you could see it will still have that structure. Because what you're looking for is like guardrails. So like, do you ever go bowling and they have those things up to help you? That's what this is doing. It's like, okay, AI is just going out there. It's just throwing the ball over there. It's over in this lane. It's over in that lane. And the guardrails say, no, we eventually want to hit the pins. And so the boop, 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 and it hits the pins. That's kind of what this is doing, is it's like, okay, what's pin number 1? Well, first we need a prompt. That means throw it straight at the pins. Then it's like, okay, do this, do that. So it's kind of correcting.
Yeah, especially when you need like a stable, similar result again and again.
Absolutely. Secret commands work. This is a big myth. AI has hidden terminal commands. That is what people think. Like, everyone wants specific secret knowledge, which it's always common sense.
Yeah,
You know?
like if it looks too simple, maybe it doesn't really a secret. And if it's shared online with everyone.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough, like, look at the output. Look at what you're getting. Don't just expect a prompt to magically do stuff. Are there structures and things that'll get you a different output? Yes, there are. Like, if you learn how to prompt the right way and stop looking for secret hacks or secret codes or things like that, and you just really learn the art of, I know what I want.
Yes.
And I'm going to make it get it, and then I'm going to reverse engineer how it got it. That's what I find the best. So reality, it's just processing text, not executing code. So if you're like, you know, insert node module 50608, it's not. So it's like trying to hack your toaster by saying sudo make perfect toast. I like that. Yeah, and it won't. It'll probably just burn it anyway. Poor sudo. Myth number 4, more examples equals better results. What people think. Always give lots of examples. So you're talking about, like, hey, AI, here's 5 examples. Do it like this.
Yeah, and also, like, I think it depends on the situation. Like, if you're giving the applications, for example, and you want some on the basis of all of it, like, take the best from it, it probably might work. But if you give too many examples for the texts, for example, it might confuse it.
Got it.
Examples and not the information that you want to base it on. So not for the summary, but the examples of work or examples of sentence or something like this.
Interesting. It's kind of like I learned inadvertently when I went to rehab. I learned that the mind is a great worker, but a terrible master. Like, if you let your mind run the show and you're like, hey, I'm going to control everything, it doesn't always work. And I think ChatGPT is the same way. It's already smart enough. It knows all the stuff. It's a matter of where you're directing it, because you have this powerful tool at your disposal, and most people just don't know how to direct it. And I think that's how it is for a lot of people's brains. And I have an argument with my wife all the time about the difference in smartness. I think everyone has the same capacity. It's just what you use it on. Like, there's some people who are like my brother. You would look at him in business and you'd be like, you're not that smart in business. But music, I mean, dude could pick up like an oboe, never played it in his life. He'll be an expert oboe player by the end of the day. I think it's the same thing here, where if you direct it, you can get different outputs, which is cool. And stop confusing it. I think that the train of thought is where it gets lost, because it's going to try to sweep everything.
Yes, and it'll totally miss a lot of stuff if it's a lot.
Absolutely. Next up, the myth of perfect wording matters most. Oh, I found this to be the exact opposite, where people think must find the magic words, like, oh, if I say, supercalifragilistic to AI, it's going to know, and it'll give me a good prompt. What do you find with this?
Yeah, it's like, it's not that important to actually have like all the sentences correct, all the concepts correct or whatever. It sometimes helps a lot to have a terminology if you're doing something specific, because it's easier, but it's not absolutely necessary. It will still understand you because it's trained to do so. Yeah,
and it understands misspellings. It'll understand. I think if we did a half Russian, half English, half Japanese sentence, it would understand it.
I actually had a chat with my ChatGPT that like switches back and forth from Russian to English.
Interesting, and there's no
no
break.
Yeah.
Now, does it stay constant, like it's talking to you in English even though you're inputting both?
It's actually funny that at some point it does switch, like when a couple of my requests were in English and the responses were in English, but the history of the chat had Russian, it suddenly switched to Russian. I'm like, okay, interesting.
That's interesting. Well, I think that's a great analogy because that's, if you're doing too much with the AI, it's going to get in all these different places and it might not exactly be what you want. So think about the languages like thought channels, where you're like, okay, I want the AI to think this way and create this thing. And you're like, oh, but I'm putting too much prompting wording in, and sometimes you'll get this language, sometimes you'll get that language. It's not going to know unless you put those guardrails up.
Yeah, like if you want the answer to be in English, you can just tell it so.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Seinfeld. Why don't you just tell me the movie you'd like to see? Next up, perfect wording matters.
Oh, it's the same one. We can skip it.
Oh, we did that one. Okay. Oh, yeah, that is the same. There we go. And another one. There we go.
Oh, wait. It's not updated, I think.
No?
No.
Let's see. Do I reload?
Maybe. Maybe it's caching.
Okay. It's AI. It just gave us the same one. No,
weird.
that's... What do we got? Let's see. Go to our notes here.
Can you go to the link again?
The link.
Yeah, in
Okay. Let's see here. Where'd we go? Where'd we go?
in the bottom.
Might need to
That's
save
weird.
it. Oh, it does have different...
Oh, yes, so the title is the same, but the myths are different.
Okay, so what's the title on this one?
Yeah, we need to change the title.
Okay, what's the title on 6? You can introduce 6 words. You have it on your paper or no?
This one is, many examples.
Examples. Okay, so we did that one. Next up, we have perfect wording. LLMs are infallible knowledge engines. Reality, treat LLMs like a conventional or reasoning engine, not knowledge database. Interesting. So tell me about that. Not a knowledge database. I have been treating it like kind of like a knowledge database.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's where I was trying to correct you at some points, because the knowledge it gives you, like, it will inevitably have a lot of hallucinations. Like, not a lot of, but inevitably, like in every text, there can be a little bit. Or like at least 50-50, there's going to be a little bit of it. Because, well, first of all, the information it looks for is not always accurate already. Plus, when you ask it in a specific way, it kind of even pushes it to make it incorrect.
Okay.
Like if you from the very beginning provided with information like, do you remember this advertisement with by this company with this lady and the dog? Even if it never existed, it will continue as if it did because you just gave it this information.
Got it.
It will pretend it did, and it will give you even more fake information about this advertisement. Like, oh yeah, this advertisement was shot in this year by these people, and you're like, it's all fake, but you already started it this way.
And you know what's funny? That's how the human brain works.
Yeah.
Because we do, like I read something where when we remember something, we're recreating it in our mind, not actually like, oh, let me call this MP4, that's the actual event. It could get tainted and everything like that, which is interesting. It's interesting how much AI mimics the way the brain works.
Yeah, and also this is the problem of it not arguing with you. It will not tell you like, no, you're stupid, it never happened.
Which sometimes I would like it to tell me.
Yeah, but unfortunately it doesn't. I think one person was testing it saying like a Yuri Gagarin, who was the first man in space, that he was like, do you remember like Yuri Gagarin was the first man on the moon? So, and it continued on this
interesting
information,
so
which
like,
was factually not true from the very beginning.
So what do you find, how would you not treat it like a database?
It's good for conversational tool, but anytime that you need factual information in your tools, like the actual prices for something, or the years especially, or any math and numbers especially, you need to double check it from somewhere else.
Got it. Okay, so throw it in another AI and have it fact check it with sources? Okay. What if you ask it for sources? Would that help it not hallucinate?
It might be. It might make it less. Yeah,
Okay.
if it's like based on something
So
specific.
if we do something like, tell me when in the 1700s the war of 1812 was? Let's see if we can stump
Maybe
it.
this is
It might
already
get that
suspicious.
one. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. But if you tell me about 17,000 mass hysteria happening in Europe or something like this.
Okay. So something like that, it would get. I know a lot of people say how many R's are in strawberry.
Because people say that a lot, might know that. But you can give it a math thing, like just basic stuff like 200 minus 49 or something, I guess.
Yeah.
And the chances are it's still not going to give you a right answer.
And I know that oftentimes, if you meant strawberry,
So
that
it's
one
2
has
R's?
2. So it did get it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, the main thing that you need to know is that AI cannot count.
You know what it is? I wonder if it's because it's looking at straw and berry. So
No, it just cannot count. It
It
just
just can't
genuinely
count?
doesn't have an ability to count.
okay.
Like the
Interesting.
numbers it writes are generated by the.
Why does AI have trouble counting? We're gonna have to make a new show where it's like Marcus and Alina mess with AI.
Yeah, because it's generating the number, it's not actually calculating the number. That's the whole thing.
Oh, okay. So tell me the difference there.
So generating is like what number is most likely to be there.
Got it.
Calculating is like actually doing
Yes,
the calculation.
calculating is like 1, 2, 3.
Which is funny because Claude, every time that you give it like this task, it will actually count it through the code because it knows that it cannot count. But ChatGPT will not count.
So Claude knows it can't count.
Yes.
Interesting. So yeah, that's so it'd be like if I count on my fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where AI is like, okay, well, there's one finger. What's the probability that there would probably be another finger?
Yeah.
Well, not good. I mean, it's just a pointer finger pointing at stuff. It's just 1, so 1.
Yeah, same about if you give it a list of domains and ask it how many is there, it's going to be a made-up answer.
Interesting. And I know you've done that more than once. It's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Interesting. So that would help us understand.
Yeah, don't ask it math equations, maybe.
Got it. So math equations. I noticed that before because I was having it calculate like we had to pay people. And I calculated and I got to the end and I'm like, pretty sure we don't owe 80 grand. Pretty sure. And we checked it out and it was like, yeah, $442. It's like, okay. Interesting how it does that though, but it's like, it's kind of like if a linguist who only knew language was given a math problem, I think that's how they think about it. Interesting. Okay, next up, we have what people think must find the magic words, providing even a single example.
I think we're going to
with
go
that
lower
one.
to number 8.
Number 8, okay. Building parallel multi-agent systems is ideal. Okay, so I would think that, so when you say parallel multiple, you're talking, I got a ChatGPT agent.
Yeah, about agents mostly.
Okay, tell me about this one.
So, for example, when you do a lot of branches with the parallel workflows that goes there, it's mostly like it might be okay till some point, but the more complicated you build it, the more confusing it gets for AI itself. And the less likely you get the answer is like stable in a way it looks like, and the more likely you get some mistakes.
Interesting. Okay. So this leads to fragile systems, which, I mean, if you're
ever going to scale it, it's going to break.
Yes, and that is a real problem. When you're trying to build a business, like all these people that are like, I built an AI business in 4 minutes and now I make $19 million a second, it's going to break.
Yeah, it's also about like AI already tends to overcomplicate things in its answers, in its, I don't know, plans, system, workflows, and programming. Like there are always the simpler and more efficient ways. It already overcomplicates it. If you like put it even more, it's probably not going to work well.
Yeah. So like when you were doing the make workflows, did they break a lot?
No, because I never did them too big. But I also
Got
did
it.
this mistake. Like as a beginner, I'm trying to send it there and there just to back up, and maybe there just in case, you know. But probably like step by step is better.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's important to look at. Like, give it one thing, do one thing good, and then move to the next one.
Yeah, like maybe it's a simple example to say I have made an article with AI right now. It returned me like the article and title, right? And I would do like one branch to save it here, then the other branch to send me an email, and the other branch to put it in WordPress. Maybe instead I should like put it in like email first or something like that, and then
Got
WordPress, or somehow separate it more efficiently.
And that brings us to number 9, starting with a clean slate when processes fail. So this is an interesting one, where we do a lot of programming and plugins and things, and ChatGPT or whatever, all of them will fail at some point.
Yeah, sometimes you feel like, oh my God, it's such a mess. I need to just start from scratch.
And you're saying don't do that.
Yeah.
Why?
They recommend not to do that because first of all, it helps the system learn itself. And second of all, having something there already might be better than starting from scratch and facing the same error.
And I would say one of the things I learned from you, which I love, is when ChatGPT gets in a loop and can't fix it, give it to Claude as a new thing.
Yeah,
so
it might be like switching between them might help if nothing helps you get out of the loop. Yeah.
Yeah, and even like, it's kind of like a fresh set of eyes. Like I remember one time you were telling me about different models of healthcare, and you were like, in this model of healthcare, like all the doctors are in the same building, and if something's wrong with your foot and he thinks it's in your brain, he'll take you to the brain guy. Here in America, they're like, well, nothing's wrong with your foot. See you later. Have a nice day. And it's like, okay, well, now I know nothing. And it's kind of like that where the clean slate AI is going to look at it different. Because if you were to go to a heart doctor, and let's say you have something wrong around your heart, but it's not your heart, he is not going to catch that because he's not trained.
Yes.
Right? Now, will he? Okay, a good doctor probably will. But for the analogy, it's like he's only looking at the heart and the issues with the heart. That's his job. And
sometimes AI concentrates it. It can be different AI. It can be even Claude that concentrates his mistake. I still had the same situations with Claude. Like until I go myself and test it and find what the error is, like in developer tab or something, it cannot find this error.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look there.
Yeah, exactly. So, really cool stuff. Advanced frameworks. Tell us about these.
This is from a very robust video by Cloud, I think, on YouTube, where he just gives the step-by-step guides of what your prompt's supposed to look like and what your process is supposed to look like. So here he has a couple examples of like role, objective. What else? Do I have it in mind?
So role.
Yeah. Scenario,
objective,
expected solution,
steps. So that would be like a prompt framework. So I could even give this and say, let's go to the prompt one where we had.
So you choose the role for your styling, for the way of thought like you do. So you still can say like you're a project manager or developer or health professional or whatever.
Okay. So if you were to do.
Then objective, what you actually need.
So if we do like, tell me about this prompt framework, it'll understand. Okay, cool.
That's what you're supposed to go over your prompt. Like, that's the main points. If you struggle to build your thought logically, this system might help you.
Got it. And I think that might be where a lot of people struggle.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know how to, because I think working with AI has helped me understand the processes of how I think, which has really helped me and a lot of students as well.
Yeah. If your thoughts are all over the place, just stick with one of this. So you choose role, you choose what you need, you choose like scenario, what you expect as an outcome.
Cool.
And so on.
I like it. All right, next up we have reason, reflect, explore, analyze, solve, observe, notify.
This is for like research and very complex problems.
Okay, and again, throw these in your AI. What I would say do is learn to get curious about how AI thinks. Like, test it. Say, what do you think about, how could I make this prompt better?
Yeah, you can ask it to write an example of prompt that follows this.
Yeah, and you can
templates.
even have like a new chat open, get this prompt for whatever you're trying to do, try it in a new one, go back and forth.
Yeah, you can say like, can you create a prompt for a restaurant manager or whatever you do using this framework.
Exactly. Cool. All right, next up we have attention manipulation. Tell me about this.
So basically it says like when you throw a lot of facts and a lot of requests in one message to the AI, it usually loses stuff. They try to solve it all the time and improve it all the time, but it still happens that AI forgets something that you ask it through the very long and unstructured list. So it's always best to have like this objective repeated at the end or at the bottom of the list. For example, if I work on the plugin, I have steps that I need to do, right? Like first step is create this, the second step is create this, and so on. So I will remind AI like we are now at the phase this, which needs to build this.
Got it.
In the next message that I write.
Got it. So you want to keep bringing it back.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Context management. Context rot in long conversations.
Yeah, same thing, but in the conversation, they're gonna skip and forget some of the things that were there, kind of leave it out. And the solution is there to keep it kind of separate files that they can reference instead of writing the whole bunch of it inside the chat. Which is funny that, again, mostly I work with Claude. I saw it doing it on its own now. So instead of keeping the documents in the chat, it now has a separate memory where he keeps all the files and he writes all the files there and he brings you an archived file.
Interesting.
Instead of bringing it all in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so now you can have a longer chat because the space is not taken by all the things.
Yeah, kind of like short-term memory and long-term memory. Got it. Okay, cool. So solution, use external storage for large docs and reference them.
Yeah, a lot of them connect to the Google Drive now or something like this, or Google Cloud.
Okay. So key technical insights.
The same things that we already told.
So cache optimization, that's the short-term memory. Append-only context design improves efficiency. So what's append-only?
Pretty much, as far as I understand, is the same thing when you keep it in the context of what's going on.
Okay.
And plus you can structure your request with the tags. Like literally HTML tags would work, like introduction or something.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then let's see what else we have here.
The last outcome is like what to do. So,
what to do. Okay,
yes.
So tell me, what do we want to do?
Yeah, again, this is like the main points you need to remember. The first one, be specific. The next one, use tags for the structure. It can be like you said, a JSON. It can be just tags, like when you put, I don't know how to go, quote, and this is this part, like quote, source, quote.
Got it.
What
like,
needs to be taken, quote, like the structure that needs to be.
Brackets or,
yeah.
Got it. Okay. Place instructions strategically, beginning or end, not middle. So don't be like, here's all my stuff.
Then some kind of request in the middle.
And then more stuff.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like, it should be intuitive, but still, I think it's worth mentioning.
And I think also like a bumper, like here I'm going to paste this big document. This is what I want you to do with it. And then paste the document rather than, going halfway through or trying to get it to get notes, because it's not going to understand unless it's specified. Think about it like the difference between if we took this talk and we just took all the text and it didn't say Marcus or Alina and it was just text. The AI is not going to understand the difference. If we have Marcus, Alina, now it's going to understand it.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Test and iterate. Prompt
as always,
performance.
trying,
over time.
see if it works, change it to make it better.
And work on getting a good output. That's the key.
Yeah, you can always ask AI, as you said, to improve this prompt or what else can I add to it.
Absolutely. Let's do key messaging prompts. Prompt engineering isn't magic, it's communication. I like that. That's a good tip.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people miss that. Most hacks are just role-playing, not system access. So it's like basically AI is being
Yeah, you get it like from the perspective, but not real.
Got it.
Developer.
Now, I have found that if you have not necessarily a hack, but a well-structured, here's how I want you to think, much like you said, where it's like, here's a block of text, I want you to think like Elon Musk, or Jesus, if you want him to think like that, or whatever it is.
Yeah, you can even say like, I want to find the key take points from this whole text from the perspective that I want to make it about this. Like,
yes.
Kind of guide it.
I've found also having a pre-conversation helps.
Yes.
Where
totally.
you're like, hey, how does Elon Musk think? Why is it different? What makes him successful? Okay, with that in mind, now tell me this.
Yes, that totally helps.
So it's kind of like prompt conversation or conversation prompting. Let's see, we have simple, clear techniques beat complex tricks, 100%. Structure and specific, how do you say that? Specificity.
Yeah, specific.
Matter most.
Like being specific.
Yes. You're going to have to do that word. Anthropomorphize.
Kind of like don't treat it like it's completely human in this way, because
Got
a
it.
lot of people still do, right?
I think a lot of people do. I think we're at the early stages, and it's scary how many people treat it like a human, because it's not. It's basically
A tool.
Let's make it the most simple thing ever. It would be like if you had 4,000 dice in your hand, and you were like, okay, roll all 4,000 dice, calculate the probability, boom. That's a simple way to understand how AI is working. Now, it's doing that every 5 seconds based on data it has. So the data is the dice. And it's saying the probability of the next dice being this is that. And that's what's happening. It's not feeling, it's not thinking.
Yeah, it might be doing it several times after like some logical input, and like what the transformators do pretty much.
Yeah.
So for one request, it will be shuffled several times until it's like logically fits.
Yeah.
But it's still dice.
Yeah, and it's, when you think about what AI does versus what the human brain does, it's so much more complicated.
Yes.
Because it's like, I sit here and, the way you're brought up, like dogs. You ever take a rescue dog in, they're always afraid when you raise your hand because they were hit previously. And their brain tells them, hand raised, I'm going to get hurt.
Well, it's the thing of personal experience and personal memory that AI just doesn't have.
Yes, and I don't think it ever will. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. If they find a way to keep the memories.
Yeah.
Like specific for
and personal.
session. Yes.
Yeah. Like I guess it would be a memory tied to a person, much like a family. Be like how a kid, I guess, probably would be
maybe.
the same.
Yeah.
That's scary. But at any rate, for making a living, the structure keeps it entertaining while being genuinely educational with clear myth-busting moments and practical takeaways. So the takeaways are the hacks and quick prompts and magic bullets are leading you astray. Focus on the outcome you want. Focus on what you are trying to get. Like, what do I want this AI to do, and for what purpose, and how is it going to make me money, and go that direction.
Yeah, and write your prompt like step by step if you feel lost.
Yes. And to learn more about how to make a living with AI and all this stuff we're talking about, check out AIProfitScoop.com. You can put your name and email in there. Alina and I have calls during the week teaching people all different kinds of things and business stuff with AI. You can also join the AI Profit Scoop down here. And thanks for watching. Check out the videos in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.